Hey, what's going on, people? My name is Terrell Andretti, and I'm the Narc's Nemesis. For those of y'all that are watching me on YouTube, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. That helps YouTube's algorithm pick up this content and push it out to more people. Somebody liked it for you, so make sure you hit the like button for somebody else. Um, if you need a one-on-one, the link is in the description. Also, if you want to donate to the channel, the link is in the description as well. And also, y'all make sure y'all go check out my new single, Superstition. It is available here on the channel, and it's also on all streaming sites as well. It's about me surviving my narcissistic encounter and triumphing over it, and also about, dodging the various Hoover attempts. It also features a voicemail at the beginning of my ex-narc trying to Hoover me, and I ain't going for it. Today I'm going to talk about you, basically like what you have to do in order to not only beat this thing, but beat future narcissists, and not only narcissists, but toxic individuals as a whole. The thing that gets us stuck with dealing with these toxic, fix me, broken individuals is the fact that we have those same elements within ourselves. And I'm not saying that, you go around abusing people and, hurting people for the hell of it. Maybe you do, but I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is a lot of our interactions and attractions to people are based off of the trauma that is in us that we recognize in other people. I'm going to say that again. Our attraction to a lot of people is based on the trauma that's in us that we recognize in other people. Now, we're dealing with these individuals. They hurt us, they lied to us, they cheated on us, they made us feel small in the most malicious way that we've probably ever encountered in our life. And a lot of this is because we have things inside of us that are broken and unhealed, unattended, not recognized. Because you can walk around all day like you're fine, but deep down inside, you know if you're truly fine or not. You know if you have an issue or not. You know what you're hurting from. The problem is, are you running from it or running towards it? And it's a lot easier for people to fix the broken in others than it is to fix the broken themselves, or so they think. It's all psychological. See, you'll fix somebody else's daddy issues before you fix your own. You'll try to put somebody else in therapy before you go to therapy. You would forgive somebody else for being wrong before you forgive yourself for being wrong and not knowing. And it's just the standard qualities of an empath. And it's an admirable trait, but it's also dangerous if not used the correct way. See, I tell people the most truest form or the most truest essence of yourself is your inner child. That is the most purest form of yourself, is your inner child. That's that carefree, loving spirit, that friendly, vibrant, dreaming child, that energy that comes from your inner child. And a lot of people, we're walking around with broken inner children. And what that does is we seek out what we didn't have on the inside. We seek out what we're familiar with it, which is trauma. Like a lot of people say, I tell people, like, the thing that we all have in common walking the face of this earth is pain. We all been through some shit. Everybody just handles it differently, and there's probably different levels of trauma that you've been through. But everybody's been through something. But your inner child is your most purest form, even as you get older. Whether you're growing hair on your face or you're growing titties or whatever the case is, your inner child is your purest form. All that love on the inside of you, that comes from your inner child. And what happens is, whether it's a daddy issue, whether you have abandonment issues, whether you didn't receive enough love as a child, whatever the case is, a lot of us are walking around in our 20s, 30s, 40s, even late teens with a broken inner child, because we're running from our inner child but running towards everybody else's. Because they have this saying, I don't care whose child it is, they're always safe with me. And that's how a lot of empaths think. Because you see the narcissist inner child, because that's the purest form of yourself. So when they're acting out, and I keep wiping my eye because I got some shit in my eyes, so y'all forgive me. I'm probably like, on that shit. No. But you see the narcissist inner child. You see the pain. You see what you see in yourself, and you want to help them. That's why I said they want to make you, in another video, I said they want to make you their parental figure, because a parent will never abandon their child. A sane parent, a solid parent, anyway. So they recognize this because you see them as their inner child. You see that hurt, scared, insecure person, but beyond all the monstrous shit that they do, you see that person. That's what keeps you drawn to them, because you see them as a child that needs help. Twist, they see your inner child too. They see your pain, they see your trauma, which you can revert back to. Remember when they were going through the love bomb stage, they would love bomb you, yada yada yada, and they kept wanting to know everything about you. They wanted to know the ins, the outs, the hurts, the ups, the downs. They wanted to know everything, because they know your inner child is your purest form, whether it's good or bad. They see your inner child too. But I'm going to tell you what they see when they see your inner child. It reminds them of their true inner child, which is hurt as well, which has been through stuff as well, which has been lied to as well, which has been abandoned as well. But instead of developing empathy for that child, it reminds them of all the things that they hate about their self, because they don't like the fact that they were hurt as a child. They don't like the fact that they were abandoned as a teenager or whatever the age is, because their disorder starts where their trauma started. Their emotional development stops at the age their trauma happened. That's why it seems like you're dealing with an 8-year-old in a 32-year-old body, because their emotional development stops at whatever age they were hurt at. But back to them seeing your inner child, it reminds them of everything that disgusts them about their self, because it reminds them of when they were abandoned. It reminds them of when they were hurt. It reminds them of when they were shattered to pieces. It reminds them of when their parents got a divorce. It reminds them of when their parents blamed their divorce on them, and they see that. And that's another thing that provokes them to treat you like shit. Because Narcissists know if they can get a hold of your inner child, they can control the true essence of you. But in that process, your inner child reminds you of the inner child that they've been trying to suppress for fucking years. And that there, I tell people, shame and guilt are two of the narcissist kryptonites. They feel those emotions on a whole nother level than we can even imagine. And when they see your inner child and they're reminded of their inner child, it hurts. It brings out their shame, it brings out their guilt, and it brings out everything that they've been running from for fucking years. And it causes a rage, it causes malicious intent, it causes anger. And it provokes them to want to destroy you because you now reflect an image of them that they create characters to hide. You reflect an image of them that they've been trying to lie to themselves for years to say that that person doesn't exist. And you reminded them that it does. And that's one of the things that triggers them to abuse you. That's not it in totality, but that's a big part of it that triggers them to abuse you because they see your inner child and it reminds you of the true essence of them, which is hurt. See, a lot of people think narcissists are these big bad bullies. And they might be on surface level, but deep down they're insecure and they're hurt people. The thing is, they just chose to hurt other people instead of heal other people like we did. And once you get to a point of understanding that the only person that can heal that inner child is the person in which that inner child exists. When you heal the boy, the man will show up. When you heal the little girl, the woman will show up. That's why a lot of them still act like kids. They haven't healed that little boy or that little girl. So they act out. And a lot of people, it's not even just narcissists, there are a lot of regular people walking around with hurt inner children. A lot of us have hurt inner children. The only thing is we chose to protect other inner children and not hurt them. And that says a lot about you as an individual, but you have to realize when people aren't already in the process of doing the work, there's nothing that you can do. There's nothing that you can say that'll make them start. It has to be a want. It has to be an independent want and an independent desire. Nothing you say, no amount of love, no amount of commitment will get you or get them to jumpstart that process. I done lost relationships behind it, and I done lost friendships behind it because people simply did not want to heal. And you cannot save everybody. I know it hurts, and I know you may want to, but trying to save the world, that same world will watch you burn. Save yourself first. Save yourself first, and maybe in saving yourself, you can inspire others to want to be heroes. Otherwise, it's not your responsibility. A lot of y'all are attached to their inner child. That's why it's hard to let go. They see your inner child and they want to destroy it because it's hard to let go. And 9 times out of 10, they're never going to let go of that hurt inner child. They're going to bury it and bury it and bury it. And the more they bury it, the more they're going to lash out with malicious intent. You need to recognize this. And the inner child that you need to save now more than ever is your own. and that will keep you from falling victim to other people's inner child. I'm going to cut the video right there. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. I'm really preaching to y'all. I hope y'all suck this shit in and absorb it. Facts over feelings. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. If you need a one-on-one, the link is in the description. If you want to donate to the channel, the link is in the description. Even if it's $1, you don't have to be ashamed of what you donate. It's all greatly appreciated. So never feel like, oh, well, you know, what I'm giving is not enough. Anything y'all give is appreciated. So never feel like that. Not asking for anything. If y'all do, it's appreciated. I just know a lot of people don't because they feel like what they're offering isn't good enough, and anything y'all donate is always appreciated. So don't ever feel like that. Make sure y'all go check out Superstition. It is available here on the channel. I want to hear what y'all think about it. I want to share my story with y'all because it means a lot to me. So Terrell Andretti Superstition is on all platforms. Another day, another way. And you ain't got to listen, but I know you heard me.